But we begin today in Ferguson, Missouri. Now, the National Guard is headed to the St. Louis suburb where tension continues to escalate. Last night, protesters were dispersed well before the midnight curfew. Police spokespersons say bottles, rocks, and Molotov cocktails were thrown at them. Now, all of this happened as the preliminary autopsy report showed that teenager Michael Brown was shot 6 times. BuzzFeed reporter Joel Anderson is from Houston, but he spent the last few nights in Ferguson, and he joins us now over our live phone line. Good afternoon, Joel. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Fine.
Okay, give me an idea, a sense of what you saw and experienced last night.
Well, in short, pandemonium. It was, up until that point, it was a pretty, fun, festive event. People were going up and down the street, honking their horns, dancing, singing. It was a really good, pretty good time. And then all of a sudden, we were under siege.
Now, when you say under siege, was that because, let's say, authorities were provoked, or did they just come and move in and wanted you out?
Well, the line is that the authorities say is that they were provoked, that some protesters had thrown some Molotov cocktails at them, and then they responded. I didn't see that. I was a little bit further up the street from where that allegedly happened. The only way that we knew something was amiss is because of flash bombs and tear gas.
What exactly happened with you out there on the streets?
I guess, like I said, all of a sudden I saw a crowd of people running at me back in the other direction. And it was people were saying, oh, my God, you're shooting tear gas at us. There are babies in the street. And then I was in the parking lot of the McDonald's that is sort of the center for everything on that street. And a rubber bullet hit the window there and it shattered. And that's when we knew that things were sort of getting out of hand.
Now, are you in a location that you could be putting yourself in danger?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're out there, West Florissant is probably the major thoroughfare. That's where most of the confrontations are taking place. And so if you happen to be out there, you're basically in danger to some extent. And
what are your plans for this evening? Now that the National Guard has moved in.
I'm going to go back out there. I want to see what's happening. And definitely, the National Guard is there now, like you say, and I just want to keep tabs on like how they're enforcing this and how people are being treated out there.
All right, Joel Anderson, BuzzFeed reporter. Thank you so very much for joining us and giving us a first-hand account of what's happening on the ground there.
Thanks for having me.